this video, we're actually going to create a workflow and a campaign from scratch. So this is not using your AI persona. This is if you want to do personalized messaging or build a campaign. So if you go into your dashboard, the first thing you want to do is to go down to workflows and go click on your workflow. Now we do have a few templates. So you can simply, if you click on the copy version, you can go and see here how the template actually looks. So this is the one for, what did we say? Connect and message follow-up with an email. So that is a workflow we have. Then we have some specifically for first degrees. Maybe we only want to reach out via LinkedIn, nothing else. So this is just a quick send message one, send a second message, that is only for first degrees. Now, for instance, if we do want to use this one, I'm going to say, well, create workflow. I'm going to give it a name. And I'm going to say create workflow. So this just takes a moment. And now I can go in and tweak either the messaging or even the workflow. So if you click on the edit button, you are now able to go and edit it. So for this one, it was specifically only for first degree connections, right? Now, maybe I don't want to have it just for first degree. I do want to do something for second degree connection. So what I want to do now is let's do a condition. So no, I actually want to send them an invite first. So I'm just going to send them an invite. Invite. So if they're not connected, I'm going to pop them an invite. And then again, so you can say here how many days afterwards, but I just want to do this immediately. And then after the invitation has been sent, I want to see if they are connected. So now if they are connected, this is still immediately, but we want to check for about 7 days. So check for 7 days if the person is connected. This doesn't wait for 7 days, right? The rest waits, but this one checks every day for 7 days. And then if they are connected, I want to send them a message. Send them a message. So you're at the top. And then, so if they are connected, I want to send them a message. And there we go. That's all. Maybe I'll send them, and I don't want to send it necessarily immediately. That looks a bit weird. Let's say 2 hours. And then I want to say, sorry, send them another message a few days later. So I'm just going to click and drag it, click and connect it, and then about 3 days after that, I want to send them another message. Now this one doesn't necessarily have to stop if the person doesn't reply because it's the last message, but this one we do want to stop. And then remember, always update or save whatever you changed. So that is my workflow. But the messaging now is not mine yet. So what you can do is, since this is only in here, I am able to click on the message. So I do have templates in here. So I can either go and choose some of these templates, or I can go and create new templates. So let's say I want to create new templates. Go to templates here on the left-hand side. Now I have, let's just double check this. How many messages do I have going out for the first one? And then for the second one. So I have send message and send a message. So I've got 2 messages for each. Just for our sake, let's add an email and an email as well. So I want to check if an email exists. I'll check if the email exists. If the email does exist, I want to send them an email. About a day. No, let's do an hour after. So I want to send an email. And if the email doesn't exist, I want to send them an email. So I just click on the email. So this is LinkedIn email, and I want to do it 1 day after. So there we go. So you are able to adjust this to less. Don't make it more than 40. If you don't have 500 connections yet, I would suggest adjusting these, but I do cover this in a separate video. So now I've got an email, 2 messages going out if they're newly connected, and 2 messages if they're not. Great. Update workflow. And this, again, you don't have to have these. You can just stick with the messages. This is just me so that I can show you how the templates work. So you're going to go to templates. I'm going to go to sequences. So this is my direct message, and I can either create a template using AI. So it will ask you some quick questions, or I can go to generic templates. Maybe I want this one first. So I'm just going to grab any one. You can go and read them and see what they're about, but I'm just going to call this, okay, so test, first degree, message 1. So this is my one, and I can just sign off here. Say best. Tanya and sale. Fun to sell. So Tanya and sell. That creates private templates. You can add variables, etc. So now I have my first There we go, my first sequence. And now you want to create 4 messages. So I'm going to just, for now, I'm going to copy this template name, test first degree, message 2. And you don't want this exactly the same, right? So go and change this. And you can add variables in here. You can say company name. You can, so hi from company name, thanks for connecting. But you want to change this. It's like, oh, this is a follow-up. This is a follow-up message. I just wanted to find out if you are interested in XYZ. Do you have 5 minutes? Great. Now I'm going to create private templates, and there we go. So those are the first 3 messages in sequence. So these are the first 2, and then there was another 2 for the second one. So I'm setting this. So this is my first degree. So they've already connected with me. So I might not use this template simply because they've already connected. This is my first degree connection. So this won't necessarily work, but you can write your own. Use ChatGPT, use scripts available, use some clear and defined messaging. Okay, so these are your 2 messages, and then you will have 2 others. Your email sequence, exactly the same. I'm just going to create a generic one. This is an email test sequence. Okay, perfect. I want to give it a name, test email 1. I want to edit it, so I'm going to click on edit buddy. Then you can place all your info here. And this is your email, right? You're going to write your email there, and then I'm just going to sign off, paste, done now. Awesome. Create private email template link. Stop editing first, sorry, and then create private template. Perfect. That's my email sequence. So I've got my 2 messages. I've got an email one, and now I want an email one as well. So again, just a generic template. I'm going to click on the plus. Test email 1. Paste. And again, please change this to exactly the template that you like, or if you want other information, I'm going to create private templates. There we go. So now I've got an email, I've got 2 sequences, and I've got an email sequence. What you want to do now is go back to your workflow, because we need to plug the templates in the workflow. If you want an easier way, please go the route of creating personas and doing an automated campaign, but you are able to do this, especially if you want to do something else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the messages and add the template. So this was the first degree message 1. Second one was first degree message 2. Now I didn't do other messages here. I'm just going to use the same one for now. And then if I scroll to the right hand side, there's an email. So I'm going to choose the correct email, test email 1, and send email and test email 1. Now, I do always want to double check, so I'm just clicking on everything again. Okay, so it's test email 1, and then if I scroll to the left hand side, I want to check. Okay, so it's the first message, that's the second message, that's the first message, and that's the second message. Now, before you go out, you need to click on update workflow. Now this is very, very important. Okay, so update workflow, and there we go. So that workflow, you do want to triple check, you can just go in and see that these are the messages. Okay, I've updated, my workflow is ready. Great. Now I want to go to campaigns, and I'm going to create a campaign from scratch. So I'm going to create my campaign, the right hand side. I'm going to choose omni-channel, and then I'm going to use a filter URL, because we do have a URL from LinkedIn. I will show you how to use a CSV as well, but this one is through a filtered URL. So this was my search. I'm going to grab the super long link, copy it, paste it in here. I want to click on enable sentiment analysis. I want to name my campaign test 1, and I'm going to say create a campaign. Now, once it started creating, then I'm actually able to drop in the workflow I have just created. So I want to show you a different option if you do have a CSV containing emails and their LinkedIn profiles. So what you want to do is, again, go to create campaign, click omni-channel, and then what you want to do is click on URL profiles. You're going to click on upload CSV. I'm going to name the campaign. I'm just going to call it test 2. But do name it so that you are able to know what this campaign is, what the list was, what the persona was. So just call it something to do with your ideal client profile that you're going to connect with in this one. So again, I want to do sentiment analysis. I just quickly want to see if I can grab a URL. So I have this list. CSV. See if I can drop it here. There we go. And now I can just, so I don't know what this currently is, but there will be different ones at the top. So this one was an email address and a first name and a last name. Okay, there we go. And now I'm just going to say create a campaign. No valid profiles, please try again. Okay, so this this list of mine doesn't have the LinkedIn profiles yet. I was still working on it, but you will be able to do this and just create a campaign, and then it will do exactly the same. So that is your next step. Now, when you want to go into this campaign, you can either click on the edit button on here or the test button or the name. I'm just going to click on the name for now. And then what you want to do is, while it's provisioning its profiles, that you will see is currently in the works, I want to click on workflow. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom here on the right hand side or on the left and right. Otherwise you just scroll for infinity, as you can see. So I'm just scrolling back up. So either here on the left, just scroll to the bottom, go to import workflows, choose the workflow you want to import. Are you sure you want this existing one? Yes, please. And then you need to save the workflow here on the left hand side. Okay, this is very important. You need to import it and then you need to save it. Sometimes it does take a little bit time that it's not so quick to import. Just save it and come back a few hours later and just double check if it's there. And here you can see all my messages has been imported, my email and my email. And once this is done and you have done your scheduling, so your scheduling you will still adjust, so you can do up until 10 hours a day. I like Saturdays as well. I am Eastern time zone. I'm going to adjust this. Again, 10 hours here, maybe a little bit earlier here. And then I'm going to save schedule. Settings, you do have that in. Profiles, they will get listed once they are provisioned. And then you simply want to press play. So once this has all been done, so you're going to do your profiles. In my instance, there is email addresses, so I'm going to click on the get emails after all the profiles has been generated. Then you're going to click on your get emails and select the only verified ones, and you are ready to then start your campaign. So I'm just going to go back one, as you see. So this is one that I started previously. I stopped it before the profiles could get done, but then you can simply press on play. So you want to see the profiles, you want to see a green envelope next to it that it actually mentions about, or that it shows that the emails has been enriched, and then you want to press play. To show you how it looks, so this one has all the profiles has been generated. She has the green envelope, so she has all the emails that got enriched from the profiles, and she pressed play. This is how it will look once it is active. If you want to pause it, you can just pause the campaign, or if you want to activate it, you can press play. Now you can do multiple ones. I will show you in the next video how to do multiple ones, and just make sure that it's spread over two ones, so that not all of your invites and messages just go to the one. So that will be in the next video, but you are able to do multiple ones. You can pause them, you can drag and drop them to make sure that the next one is taking priority. So the first one will always be priority, and then the second and the third. And if you drag it, you always need to save priority. This is very important. So you always need to save this. I'm not going to save it right now because I don't want that one to be, but I can now save priority again because that is the order I want it to be in. Great.